as we are getting underway, and someone got out to an absolutely stupid start there, I think. I don't know how many they got, but it seemed like someone was on 3 kills after about 4 seconds of the game, which is ridiculous. As we are on board with Shay, I think. Shay from All 4 Dead.
Shay does work. He does work.
He does do work. No, this is not Baxter, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see how that goes. Trojan gets the... Oh, Trojan somehow gets it. But Gunner cleaned up the other one. Yeah, it is Shay from A4D.
Buck20 off to an early lead this game. I mean, is he representing the Power Nation this game? Is he finally coming out?
Well,
Gunner there, nice.
Really, really nice beatdown. Didn't rush the final headshot, but Buck20 is definitely the right to win this. He's had the most consistent placing so far. Takes on Trojan, bit of a windmill, gets the assist medal. Gets Fragby on no shield, doesn't finish that one off. He's going to want to clean some of these up, otherwise he's going to see that FA just slip away from him. As we look at him trying to get guys on landing and trying to clean up some guys bottom mid. Finally gets Gunner, but compromises his position and will go down bottom middle in the evade spawn.
Shay does work, but I think he's doing the wrong kind of work right now. He seems to be doing nothing but taking shields down. You need kills to win these free-for-alls.
You do need...
Unless I'm mistaken.
You do need kills to win these FAs. We're looking over Buck20's shoulder as we speak, seeing him sprint out, gets the bottom mid spawn, looking for that guy on the jump up, gets Fragby. Now he's going to look prowling around again on the jump up. Ends up going landing. Good timing there to pick up Gunner at no shield. And he's going to try and get the guy top mid. Trojan looking for the double, doesn't get it. But we are looking at, a motivated Buck20 that kind of, the power guy's been quiet for a long time in the FA tournaments, the individual ones. And it'd be nice to see one of them come back and kind of stake their claim other than 4v4, as we're going back on board with Shay from All 4 Down.
And Shay seems to be taking it from all angles right now. He is having no such luck this game.
So Jack Baxter on propping up the table at the moment as we see Trojan off to another fly. 11 kills already, and if he has 2 stonking games, he can make up that first one and maybe take it home for the LLL, which will be the LLL's first win in a long time in Halo. It'd be good to see that.
I'm an LLL fan, Pete. I don't know if you know this.
We're both LLL fans, man. We've known those guys for an awful long time now. It's good to see them sticking around on top as we see Trojan and Buck20 doing the work. As we look at from left to right, Gunner, JC, Buck20 and Process just roboting it there. No emotion on any faces. Completely focused. Absolutely nothing from those guys.
They are here on business, Pete.
Look at Buck20's face, man.
There's no emotion. There's no emotion allowed in Halo Reach.
Someone ran over Buck20's clat. Clearly, man, he looks so angry. Right, as we said, we are back on board. I think this is with Trojan, but gets fraggered, absolutely whooped on. As we are on board with the leader, Trojan, who's just slipped back to second place behind Gunner, and Buck20, I think, a tie, runs away from that fight after getting punished by Shay.
JB sitting high and mighty on 5 kills right now. I think he needs to whip the needle rifle out and turn his game around.
Yeah, man, because he clearly can't control that bloom, so he needs the auto-aim gun to help him out. As you Buck20 having a challenge, no problem there, takes him down now. If Buck20 has 2 really consistent games and goes off this game, there's no doubt he's going to win. And that's to be able to pace yourself in a final like that over half an hour of solid play is really, really impressive.
Well, to be fair, as much as we give him a hard time for Dallas, we have, the fact is that at the Pro Series event at Gadget Show Live, obviously everyone from Power did an excellent job of just walking away with that event, but Buck20 in particular, someone who kind of got some grief from teammates, really stepped up, had a good showing there, and obviously it's carrying over now into ECL2.
I think they got grief from absolutely everyone, Mike. We all wanted to see Power.
But there's Power grief, there's Power on Power.
Yeah, I heard that.
I believe Loco called out some of his teammates.
Oh, JC!
Nice.
Baxter giving the big beat down on JC.
But when you've only got 8 kills, it makes it a bit harder as we see Process getting away, I think. Gunner having a fight. Jack just, there's no chance here, man. No chance. Gunner is never, ever going to give that one up. As Jack's sitting bottom of the table. Jack seems to be a really consistent finalist, but unable just to find that extra gear in the final with the other top players. He seems to be ready to really keep it going all the way through and then gets in the final and just can't find the edge against them, as we are now looking over his shoulder in person.
I've got the results right now for the first 2 maps. So kind of at the top is not surprising, is Trojan 71, second place, Buck20 67, Fragby with 66. Oh no, sorry, I'm way off here. Gunner's at the top with 72, then Trojan 71, Buck20 67, Fragby 66. I think Shay 60, and then kind of leading at the back of the pack are JC and Process.
Yeah. So, but what we're seeing is basically 6 kills separates 4 players at the moment. So whoever can really get on a run in this game is gonna take it. It's so tight, as we see, and I think it's Buck20 doing the early work. here. But he's going to need to beat, like, I think it's by Gunner by a good 4 or 5 kills, so it's going to be interesting to see how that works. Now, Miles, you've been in FA, in FA tournaments before. Do you start picking on people you know are your rivals?
You definitely do.
You go out of your way to shoot whoever it is. We watched Baxter trying to get some nades, trying to get something started in this game, but not having a lot of luck.
That was an interesting nade there.
I think interesting, you mean absolutely whack and useless, as we're watching him trying to. He just doesn't seem to the action at the moment. Trojan's going to eat him alive here.
Oh, no, he's not.
No,
or not.
No.
And
Called
Shay
it early.
does work, cleaning him up. I think Baxter's problem right now is he hasn't paced himself. He's gone into this tournament final. He's obviously played his heart out and exhausted himself to get to the finals. I think you really need to pace yourself. You don't want to finish too early, especially in the fight. Like when it comes to the finals, when just as it's starting to get going, you really don't want to run out of juice then. And you know how serious a player is when they have their glasses on, ready to go, full focus.
That was awesome DMR work, poking out from Trojan. As we are looking at Trojan is it Trojan or Buck 20? I think it's Buck 20 leading, but I think if the scores stayed as they do now, I think Trojan would win. But it's so hard to tell. It's going to be so close. As we see him roaming top mid no shield, looking for that guy at landing, doesn't get him. Fragby's going to be the one that gets away. As we see JC again running back. See, this is going to be the frustrating thing about top mid. You get great angles, but it's really easy for people to get away and get behind things.
The top 3 now looking rather interesting. Process has made a surprising jump now. Maybe it's too little too late, but he's sitting high and mighty in 4th position right now. We're seeing a good play from Trojan there. Unlucky not to get any kills.
Yeah, but when you port up to landings, you're just asking for trouble, basically. You're going to port into a fight, and sometimes it's going to work for you, and sometimes it isn't. And that time, it just didn't.
Well, it's just you're trying to get yourself back into the fight because of how far back you are. So you kind of have to use the lifts to get up, but they're obviously not the best way to get up into the top action.
You're just so exposed when you get up there, and for the second when you land, you just got no lateral movement at all, so you're really easy to kill. Nice jump up here, as we see. I think it's still Trojan going top mid. Gets Shay. Now looking for his man for the Buck. Gets the Buck. It's going to be a triple.
It's not a Fragby triple. Fragby chokes the final kill. Gets it taken from him. I like that. If someone messes up, it's a choke. It's always their fault.
It's always a choke.
Someone took it from him. It's always
no one stole it, but Fragby, I don't think he can now win this. I think he's on 18 kills with 2.5 minutes to go. He's not going to be in the mix. So we're looking at a 3-horse race right now between Trojan, Gunner, and Power Buck 20 for their title of ECL FA champion, and that would make you undisputedly the FA champ of Europe.
Number 1 individual on board now with Fragby. He's deliberating whether to go red or blue lift, and he waits a little too long, and someone comes up behind him and gives it to him. One in the back door. Fragby is looking not particularly happy right now in 7th place. Gets a nice spawn, unlucky not to capitalize on any of these kills. Cleaned up instantly now, enjoying his time in death screen.
Enjoying his time in death screen, but we see a Brown player, and I can only assume that's either Gunner or Buck 20 in the lead. Brown Spartan doing the work. And we're going to have a little look here as it's getting down to business in just 2 minutes to go in this FA final with Buck 20 leading, but he needs to get, I think he needs to win by 3 or 4 kills from Gunner or Trojan, so he needs the kills here. Just getting away there, Baxter. Shay's going to get the work. Nice double. JC not hitting anything. Triple!
Big triple.
Out of Fragby.
Cleaned up before he can make any more of it, but a great play there. He almost had an overkill, but Baxter managed to escape under the base.
You could open a restaurant based off of that triple kill.
A restaurant, Mike?
Just serve triple kills.
I'll just serve. Think that's going to be a big hit?
Delicious.
Triple kill restaurant? Can't see it. Can't see it happening. As we are getting out of the we're getting out of the percent of this. As we see Jack Baxter getting worked. As Jack's on no health, trying to get in. He can't win this FA, but there's nothing he would like more than to stop Buck 20 winning it. There's nothing that would make him happier than knowing he was the man that prevented Buck 20 winning this FA. But Buck 20 seems to be on fire on 41 kills with just a minute to go. Jack not quite making it.
Who managed to escape there? I think that was a Buck 20 escape. That is one of the most frustrating things in the world when you play free fall, is when the enemy players, they run away on no shield and they don't give you the kill. And 99% of the time, the kill is taken by the guy you're just above in the scores.
Yeah, that's the frustrating thing. As you know, every kill you don't get damages you, but every kill the other guy damages you doubly. So it's really frustrating. As we're now looking over Gunner's shoulder, one of the guys in contention for all the money. He's going to look to port, goes up, has a gander. He's going to get a nice, easy kill on Shay. Looking for the easy double on Buck 20. He's getting the triple on Fragby. Does he get it? Yes. Amazing work. As we're going on board with Trojan, who's fighting JC. Whoops on him there. No problem. Now he's going to look for the weak guys on the landing. Fragby's going to surely go down here.
Fragby has given up. I think it's safe to say that Fragby's given up. He's accepted his defeat.
He accepted his fate. As a Trojan cannot get Gunner, as we see Buck 20, I think it's tied in scores, Buck 20 and Gunner. If it stays this way, Gunner is going to win the FFA.
And that is all she wrote, the FFA final over.